So basically, DJ Ham, you're just basically saying women you leveraging sex for, leveraging sex to try to get a man. Basically, I definitely hear both of your points. But yeah, that's the thing. And see, this is the thing though. When we talk about this, when we talk about women keep their legs closed, then that's not traditional. I mean, we don't do traditional things anymore, And then you have men who there's some men who don't want to get in a relationship with a woman they have not smexed. So it is kind of like a two-way street. But I will say this: if you know you want to get married as a woman, as a younger woman, because I'm not talking about me 50+ year olds. I don't give a shit about that at my age. But if you talking about a 20-year-old woman that want to get married, a 25-year woman that want to get married, and she give herself a 2-year time frame or a year, just say a year because men know that they want to marry you early on. They will let you know. That's the whole thing I think women are missing. And you're talking to a woman who got 3 out of 4 married sons. They married my daughter-in-law. It took them months to say, this is who I'm about to marry. So if he's smexing you guys are having sex, and he has not let you know within that, I say 6 months, that you're gonna be, then you should be gone. You shouldn't be messing around him 3, 4, 5 years waiting on him to throw it in the towel. That's all I'm saying to some women, and maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe y'all can teach me. Y'all say I don't want to learn from the younger people.
It don't take all day to see some shit. When y'all tell women to keep their legs closed, what do y'all mean? Do y'all mean like if you could give it more context?
I'll give an example. I think what I think that this is from me looking down really, because I don't give a shit about women in their 50s. We just do what we do. But I'm talking about women that younger down.
Oh, what does that mean?
I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying, in your 50s, I just look at life differently. 50 plus.
I mean, in 50s, you
I
can
don't
just be
look at it
reckless,
no different. I think
no. Well, I mean, I'm just saying for virtue, because the younger you are, I'm just saying you're still a little different though. But most of us been married and stuff. But I'm saying for the younger woman who want to get married, when I say close your legs, I seriously mean close your legs. I think women are so quick to have sex with men, and then all of a sudden they don't like him. They have a lot of sex with men, and then all of a sudden they don't like him. These women would give a man a child and don't even like the guy. That is what I mean.
And
that's not what I mean.
The reason that I asked that,
what you mean too.
The reason that I asked that is because I believe that women should close their legs. But when I say it, I just mean be judicious with what you're doing, right? I don't mean be a virgin, right? I don't come from that cloth. I don't mean be a virgin. I just mean try your hardest to keep your body count as low as you can, right? And just be a little bit more careful with who you sleep with, and think about the goal that you want before you do it. That's what I mean when I say it. But some people mean like, yo, you need to be a virgin. You need to get married when you're 21.
Let me say what I mean. Let me just say what I mean real fast. What I mean is, if you know that this is not everybody, because I'm not one of those people who's going to judge you, do what you do. What I'm saying is, if you know that you want to be married, move like you want to be married. You do not want to be at a party and you wish this guy you want to marry and his brother, cousin, everybody done slept with you. That is not a good look. Okay. You do not need to be picky with your vagina. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Now, if you're in a relationship with somebody, he's showing intent and you guys are moving like you want it, that's totally, that's up to you. But if you're just out here, again, if that's your thing, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about people who want to be married.
But Shane,
I personally believe that you're not going to get what you want if you're just out here doing
right
with everybody.
I think most women want to be married at some point. They just don't. A lot of them don't want to be married young. But at some point, I think the vast majority think in their head, I'm going to get married when I'm 32, 33, and I'm going to have a white picket fence, and I'm going to have a millionaire husband, and I'm going to be rich myself. They kind of think these things in their head. And but when they're young, they want to kind of live a little bit.
I disagree with that. I think that young girls do want to be married. Like I was like, in my early 20s, like, my husband, blah, blah, and I thought that I would be married before I turned 30. But there was no way I needed to be married to anybody. But like, yeah, I wanted to be married very early on in my 20s, but it just, you know, that's
But
another story for
we
another
got
day.
it. You have
Yeah.
to say, I can understand that. I definitely understand where you're coming from. I do want to say this because it's a double street when it comes down to that sex thing before marriage and everything. I don't really preach that too much, but I do preach that they should, like you say, I think real dope that they should definitely find somebody that they're going to that he has already made attention that he's going to marry you. The downside, you have guys out here literally making videos how they are telling women that they have marriage talks with women, nicknames for women. These are women that they're just playing around with. So you got these idiots running around here doing this to women as well. So it could be a tough for a woman. That's why I say we probably got to be a little stronger with that. But I always go back to the time frame. I always go back to if he could say he want to marry you, but if he has not made a move, I'm gonna give you 6 months, maybe a year. He playing with you. That's just my personal opinion. That's as a mother-in-law. That's somebody who I'm just saying they don't play around when they want to marry you. I mean, anybody can dispute me on that if they want, but I'm just saying if a man want to marry you, he know right on.
I'll dispute you on that only because I think that if a man can meet you, right, and
Mm-hmm.
know that, and I can know that, like, yo, I can see myself marrying her right now. However, as you date, right,
Mm-hmm.
Some things happen.
I don't know if I should marry you, right, and because a lot of women got a lot of work they need to do. They have a lot of work they need, especially if they with a man who considers himself masculine. He want to be the leader and all that type of stuff. A lot of women just aren't there early on, and as that relationship, kind of gradually, progresses, she gets better and better, and maybe then it's like, all right, now we can get married. But ideally, like when you first meet somebody, like, oh yeah, I can see myself marrying her. She got the look, she talks well. Oh, she's achieved things. She got the degrees and all that. She's been working. She's been doing her thing, and then you start to realize, oh, okay, we got some. You never been in a relationship with a real man before, like.
Can you answer that, DJ? How early on was it when you and your wife? I know you said you were married.
Oh, we got married within like 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
There you have it.
I like her.
And I was
There's one thing though. And Jr. If you don't mind, I just want to, because there was a thing about if this what you want to do, right? So this sect wants to get married, this sect doesn't. That doesn't work, right? Because let's say Sierra trying to get married, she keep her legs closed, but if the women next to her don't, what happens?
exactly.
If I'm a man, right, and I want to hold this woman to a standard, but then the men around me are gonna, and I hate the term, but just so we can flow the conversation, are simping for her. She's not gonna have to compromise with me or acquiesce to the standards, right? Because there's people around willing to not to uphold those things. So that's why when we don't have a standard baseline for most of us, we're gonna continue to fall short.
I agree with that. That's the problem.
That makes sense.
That's really the problem on why a lot of women who really do have a standard, they do want to be in a relationship. They understand that there's a possibility they may lose that guy to a person who's willing to do something that they're not willing to do. And people do lose that sometimes, but it is what it is. Sometimes